Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer Season 3 Episode 9. Guys, now we are at the episode 9. Like, I have the impression that it, you know, we're close to the end of this fight and of this Season 3, you know, this narrative arc, but at the same time, you know, this fight began almost at the beginning of this season, so I have the impression that we're into this in so long that, you know, like, at some point it needs to finish also. It's a little weird, you know, that feeling, the rhythm of this season, of this narrative arc, felt a little weird because everything began so quickly and it takes, you know, so many times for all of the characters to fight each one, you know, their demons, and also because during all of that we have also flashbacks to discover more about the characters. We're gonna talk about it. So the rhythm of this season, it's a little weird. But at the same time, it's such a cool season, like, to be fully honest with you guys, and you know it if you are following me on my Patreon, since the beginning of this season, I only put 4 action parts, you know, for the videos on my Patreon, because each time, you know, these episodes were so intense with so many stuff into it that I couldn't cut into it. And if you guys, you are there since the beginning of my binge watching of Demon Slayer, I'm gonna put the link right there, you know, for the playlist if you want to see all of the episodes into the chronological order. If it's the case, you know, guys, that normally I put full and extended reaction part. You know, full reaction part, it's really only for big episodes, when I'm reacting a lot, when I can't cut into it, and I didn't plan at all to put only full reaction parts for this new season, clearly. So it means something, you know, it means that it's really an amazing season with a lot of good stuff and I can't cut into it, I'm so interested by it and all. What I love about it, you know, even if the rhythm is a little weird because we have the impression that we're into this attack since 7-8 episodes, so it means also like since 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. It's not the case because into it they put a lot of flashback. If the rhythm of the season is feeling a little weird because of that, it's because each episode mix a lot of things, you know, action moments, conversation moments, flashback moments, reveals moments, and because of that, you know, it's lasting for a long time. But during each episode, when I'm discovering each new episode, I appreciate also that mix of stuff, you know, all of these flashbacks, and for sure the last episode, which was almost an entire flashback episode, was cool because we discovered a lot about Tokito. And Tokito with his brother, with his twin, first with his parents who died both on the same day, and after that his twin, you know, how he died and their relationship also, all of that. It was rough to see, it was painful, but it's explaining also so many stuff about him, about Muichiro. We miss a little thing about his story, no? Okay, what happened to his brother, like he can't remember what happened to him when he fought that demon, he was such in a big rage and all of that. But after that, you know, he went back to his brother, to his twin who was dying, they talked together. So when really he had all of his memories erased, we didn't have the answer about that, right? I don't think so, so we need to have that, you know, that answer. When it happened, after it happened, in fact, it took a lot from his brother attitude, all of that thing, you know, about being closed, being cold, all of that. I saw that one of you guys on the comments said that a lot of people were blaming his twin, and I responded that it's not my case at all, and I hope that I made that clear during the reaction part, but also during the review part. The fact that for me his brother was like that with Muichiro because that the only way that he found, you know, to protect his twin, to force his twin to continue, to move on, to not stop right there, to have that normal life that they were supposed to have. So I didn't blame him at all. I hope that you understood that. Oh, and also about the comments on my last video, I want to thank you guys, to thank all of you who were so nice on the comments and all, and who understood what I meant, you know, when I said that some trolls were really bothering me by calling me stupid or by insulting me and stuff like that. And I said it during the intro of the last episode, I have a few trolls who are like that, but when they are there, you know, when they are present, they are really painful, you know, like they're going for it. And you guys, I said it, like, I know that 95% of you, you are just nice, you are respectful and all, and I love you guys for that. And yes, these few trolls, weirdly, they were not present, you know, in the comments of the last video. Weirdly, when they understand, you know, that during my intro and all of that, I talked directly to them and directly about their comments, and they see that I'm a human person, you know, that I have feelings and that their words, you know, can impact me and stuff like that. Weirdly, during these moments, you know, they're not there anymore. Like, they remember that it's someone human, you know, it's not a robot in video and also in the comments, and also that I'm really present and that I'm not the kind of person who is gonna shut my mouth about things. I'm French, okay? I'm French, I don't know how to shut my mouth, and clearly I'm not gonna play the peaceful girl who is always nice, always talking like that and all. Just to please, you know, people and stuff like that. I'm honest with you guys always with the issues that I have with YouTube, you know, sometimes with the issues that I have with trolls also sometimes. I'm telling you also when things are doing great. I'm telling you when I'm into a bad mood, you know, into my personal life, because I think that it can impact, you know, my way of seeing stuff. Like, I'm really trying my best to be transparent, to be totally honest with how stuff are functioning, you know, with reaction videos, with the fair use rules, with that kind of stuff, with the comments, the nice ones, the worst ones. I'm really trying my best to do that, and that's why I didn't hide, you know, that last issue that I had, and I'm so grateful, you know, I'm feeling so glad, because your responses, you know, to these bad comments were the same than mine, you know, like what I said on video. You guys were always there and supportive. Again, you were supportive about it, and you understood also why I was mad, and that was great also, because I was afraid of making you sad because I was mad, but it was not because of you, but you felt, you know, my anger, and I was afraid of you taking it for you when it was not the case. So it's okay, I'm totally glad that you took it well and you understood it, so thank you for that. I wanted to say it during this intro. So okay, to come back to Muichiro and to this flashback, that was a good one, an amazing one, you know, to discover all of that about him. At the same time, it was really painful. For me, we are missing some stuff. We'll see about it. For me, we're gonna have more flashbacks during the next episode, including, and I'm really waiting for it, you know, the flashbacks about these two demons, about Upper 4 and Upper 5, and I'm really interested by the flashback about Upper 4, because you know how much I love the symbolic things, you know, about his ability, about putting his emotions out to protect him, and when it's not enough, hatred is eating all of these emotions to take all of the place and to protect you even more, and really all of the symbolism behind this demon, I'm so interested by it. And normally this ability, you know, that these demons they have, it's explained by the life that they had before it, so I'm really interested to see the flashback of Upper 4, you know, his background, to discover more about him, because I want the explanation also behind the symbolism, why it's his ability. That's gonna be so cool. And yes, for upper 5, I think that it's gonna be the same. Normally we should have also his flashback, you know, his background explained. Maybe during this episode, because Tokito, he was really close, you know, to kill him for good, so we'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now. I'm sorry, that intro was a little mess, you know, I talked about a lot of things, but again, you know how it is for me. I said everything that I said, it was a little like that, but at least you have everything right there if you want it. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, like always, you have my Patreon on which you can have these episodes earlier, one day sooner, and with a full reaction part. Like, I'm not saying extended anymore. If it's continuing like that, it's gonna be 4 action parts each time with the full opacity, and it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. If you want, if you can, don't put yourself into bad situations and stuff like that, you know. If you want and if you can, you have my Patreon. It's the best way to support me, to encourage me to continue this channel and all of that. So if you want, it can be appreciated and it can be truly useful also. Let's be honest with that. Okay, let's go for this episode. Because you found yourself again. What? With your baby arms like that, like you're not... Continue to say that kind of stuff to him. Maybe he can commit a mistake, you know, because of that. Continue, go for it! Yes. He's still poisoned. Ah, that's bad. Okay, cool. Let's see, on va enfin. Ah, I prefer you like that. He doesn't seem so impressed. Oh, you're so in love with yourself, and you love so much also the sound of your own voice. It's so weird to see him smile. We're going back to that? The master's wife. She found you like that.
お兄さんの方はすでに息を引き取ってます。いいさあ。運よく助けられなければそのまま死んでいただろう。滝藤様、まだ体はお治りになって。記憶を失っても体が覚えている。
You lost your memories after that? You know, all of his memories about his brother, about his family. I don't think so. Vanished. He's faster than you! Come on, maybe you can attack now. For real this time? Break the vase also, please. Cut his tongue, please. Are we gonna see his background, you know? Thank you! Ah, thank you! Yes! Stop talking! Same. But what about the poison, you know? The first poison that he had into his veins, you know, before being into the water thing.
杓子定規にものを考えてはいけないよ。無一郎、確固たる自分を取り戻したとき、君はもっと強くなれる。
You're stronger now.
なのか分かれば、迷いも戸惑いも、焦燥も消え失せ。
Oh, I would have loved, you know, for Tanjiro to see you with this.
大丈夫、大丈夫。
Mm.
うん、すぐ炭治郎たちのところへ行かないと。
Yes.
顔色がものすごく悪いんですが。
The poison! I'm not okay.
体も震えていませんか？いいからさ。泡吹いてますよ。
Take care of him!
横向きにした方がいいですよ。
You okay? You're not...
これでちゃうねんよ、これ。いや、水落ちそんな出血して死んでないはずないでしょうか。
腕の傷割と深いんで血が止まんないとこれから死ぬかもしれないですけど、殻の方には炭治郎さんから預かってた唾を入れてたので助かりました。新しい刀につけてほしいって言われてたんですよ。
柱として共に頑張ろう。
That?
ほら、全部うまくいった。
It's your family?
父さん、母さん。
You're not gonna join them, you're not gonna die.
無一郎。頑張ったな。
Oh, he's smiling
いいさ。
to you.
ありがとう。
You're not gonna join them. He didn't join them. He's not dead. If the kid is not dead, he's not. Eh? Yes, it's really all of them. Who's inside? No! I don't think so. I'm glad that you came, but some seconds sooner it would have been great. Careful, Tanjiro is inside!
Hashira.
ごめんね、遅れちゃって。ギリギリだったね。
Uh-huh.
炭治郎くん。休んでていいよ。頑張ったね。ねずこちゃんと玄也くんは私が助けるから。
It can be great.
あとは任せてちょうだい。 I think that she knows it. Your sim is cool! Next episode is gonna be about you! He didn't die. I'm not accepting that, you know, as a death moment. I'm not accepting it like that. You know, I could accept it because right there we have Muichiro, who was poisoned, who is on the floor, who is dying, who is seeing his parents and his twin who died, and they are saying nice stuff to him, telling him that they're proud of him, you know, that he did great and all of that. Really? It could be a moment like, that's it, you did it well, you can join us, you can rest now and stuff like that. I'm not accepting it at all. Because of so many things, because we just discovered, you know, his entire past with these two last episodes, you know, I mean the last one and this one. We had time now to connect with him, to appreciate him more, to be more connected, you know, like emotionally with him. So it's not now that you're gonna kill him for good. And also, with what he represents, you know, into the story with Tanjiro and all, you can't kill him right now. He can't join them right now. He's just a kid, you know. If I know something since the beginning about Tokito, it's the fact that he's young, he's really young, he's just a kid, and I don't want for a little kid like that to die. And to die also after killing that demon, that upper rank, and doing it so well by pushing this demon to show himself truly, to show the real him, to show his true form, to show everything, and by teasing him again and again like that, forcing him to make mistake, to stop, trying to avoid him and all, like, it was so cool to see that, and to see also Muichiro being so great with his abilities and using them so well, and really killing him so easily, in fact. You know, to discover all of that, all of these flashbacks, it was cool and it was interesting, and it created a connection, an emotional connection with Muichiro. Seeing him fighting so well and finally killing Upper 5, that was so cool, and it's showing, you know, how great he is, and the fact that we want to have him, you know, on our side, on our team for a while. To have him being poisoned, falling on the ground like that, seeing his parents. No, he's not dead! I don't want for him to be killed. And again, even more, because for the story, for my theory about him, a potential connection, you know, family connection with Tanjiro, a cousin situation or something like that, because of that, for the story and all, for the wielder, the descendant thing, we need to keep him.
And right there, you know, that moment with his parents and all, okay, it was a beautiful one and they made it great, but when they are really killing someone, you know, one character, a demon or an Hashira or someone human and all, they are making it, you know, in an intense way, in an epic way, and right there I have the impression that it was not enough. If you want to kill Muishiro, I want more than just that. And yes, you know, these two to take care of him, the kid, the fact that he's still alive, because of that thing that Tanjiro gave him, and that in fact that thing, we know where it's coming from, and the fact that we had that tiny flashback about him, it was to kill me. In the middle of that moment, you know, it was just to kill me. I didn't cry during this episode, I had tears, you know, which stayed into my eyes. And that's why also I think that he's not dead, Muichiro. If they would have really made me feel, you know, that the kid could die, I would have cried for sure. But no, we stayed on the surface of it, you know, like, no, he's not dead. Upper 5 was so annoying. And teasing him that much, you know, that was an interesting way to attack him, to force him to commit mistakes, and Muichiro, he understood that. The guy really loved himself so much, loved the tone of his voice also so much. For Tokito, you know, at the end, he had enough of it, like he cut his head into millions of pieces because really he was tired of hearing him. And the fact that he said it also out loud, you know, so cool. Same, really same. Something surprising, you know, is the fact that we didn't have any flashback, any story, you know, even with just some lines about this demon. Usually for each demon, even the ones, you know, who are not upper rank demons, normally we have a little thing, you know, about their past, about who they were before, and right there we didn't have it for upper 5. I'm not mad, you know, like, it's not annoying me that much, I'm just a little surprised. I really hope that for upper 4 we're gonna have something about him, about his past, his background and all, because I really want the explanation behind the symbolism, you know, of his ability, which is so great, so interesting. I really want to have his background, upper 4, truly. Right there to have Tanjiro, Genya, you know, all of them, you know, fighting against him, against upper 4, that's really great. Tanjiro is really hurt. He can't hear okay, but he's also really hurt by other things, and right there he was inside of this creature, and clearly 2 seconds later and it was too late. That was a cool episode. That was an episode about Muichiro. Again. For me, the memory situation, I'm still not sure of it, like, we've got it. He had an issue with his memory, with remembering what happened, you know, during the time that he fought that demon, the first one, the one who attacked his brother. He forgot what happened during that moment because, you know, of his rage during that moment and all of that. Okay for that, even if the okay for that, I'm not so sure of it, because maybe it can explain by something else, you know. We know how it is with this anime, maybe there is something behind that. You know, maybe it's a little like Zenitsu, when he's fighting demons, he's forgetting, you know, in which state he is and what he can do, and after that, you know, he's forgetting about it, and or maybe it's something like that, maybe it's something even more important. We don't know it, but still, okay for that. For that part, you know, him fighting that demon and forgetting about it. But after that, he was with his brother, with his twin. The master's wife and her kids found him and his brother. During that moment, he was still, you know, like, he remembered that it was his brother, his twin. He said it. So when truly he lost his memories about his brother, about his family, about all of what happened to him before being an Hashira. Do you understand what I mean? For me, he didn't answer to that question till now. The master told him that the day, you know, when he would remember who he is truly, he would become stronger. Cool, I'm okay with that. But normally, joining you, master, he remembered who he was. So is it something like a traumatic experience, you know, when he came into that place with the master's wife and her kids? From that moment, you know, he stopped, you know, to remember everything about his life because he had a traumatic experience, and because of that he forgot everything about it when, you know, when he was healed. Do you understand what I mean by that? Maybe it's something like that, in fact. It's not something explained, you know, by a demon, by the intervention of someone or something like that. It's really something traumatic. He lost his memories after this traumatic experience, after being healed. After this traumatic experience, you know, his brain blocked these memories, you know, and Muichiro couldn't remember. Maybe it's something like that, in fact. I'm gonna go with that theory. The fact that he doesn't have his marks anymore, I would have loved for Tanjiro to see them. I think that it's important for him to see it. Okay, it's like that. Okay, that was a cool episode. Really cool. Muichiro is not dead. Muichiro managed to kill Upper 5, and now we have to kill Upper 4 and to discover more about his background, and that's gonna be cool. And that's gonna be done. Tell me what did you think about this episode? Tell me also that you think the same, you know, than me. No, Tokito is not dead. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.